Welcome back to Scotty's Hobbies. Yesterday, SB712, Leno's Law, went through the Appropriations Committee in the Senate here in California. It was really fast, and I'm going to let you know what happened in that committee meeting and probably give you some hope. So stay tuned. Before we get too far into this video, please hit that like button right now, subscribe, share, hit the ring bell when you do subscribe, and you're really going to want to share this video and the next video I'm going to bring out on SB712. It's going to be a call to action to hopefully get this bill continue to keep rolling. All right. So what happened yesterday in the Appropriations Committee? Really fast. All they really did was listen and see if anybody was there for in favor or opposed. Only one person showed up, and they were opposed to this bill being passed. And that was a representative from the California Air Pollution Control Officers Association. He was also at the last committee meeting expressing his opposition to this bill passing. Now, what the Appropriations Committee does is they see what this bill, if it passes, would cost the state of California. And really, is it going to cost the state of California, or is it going to cause them to not get revenue? I don't know. I think it's just a loss of revenue, and that's why they're getting kind of opposed to it, and it's getting a bit of a rough road that we're running into on getting this one to pass. So what happened yesterday was that real quick meeting that they had, they put this bill in suspense. Let's go ahead and watch this real quick meeting really fast. Here we go.
Moving on to SB 712 by Senator Grove, who has waived presentation. Anyone here to testify in support? How about in opposition? 712, that is correct.
I was waiting for just a second.
That's okay. We're happy you're here today. Welcome.
Well, this is a spirited group. So I appreciate
Better
that.
be careful.
I know, I will. I always am. Brendan Tuig on behalf of the California Air Pollution Control Officers Association. Those are the executive officers from all 35 local air districts. We're opposed to SB 712. We do think there will be significant costs associated with making up for the lost emissions caused by this bill, and we have significant policy concerns as well with the loss of emissions reductions and what that means for public health. So we're opposed.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Anyone else in opposition? Seeing none, seeing no questions or comments from the committee, this is a suspense file candidate without objection. SB 712 will move to suspense.
All right, you can see pretty much nothing happened. They put the bill in suspense. I was like, put the bill in suspense? You put me in suspense. WTF, what is going on here? What does this mean? I was going to make a video last night saying this bill's dead, it's not going to go anywhere, but I wanted to make sure I did the appropriate research to give you guys the correct information of how to move forward if we can. And what I found out was that a bill in suspense in the Appropriations Committee doesn't mean that the bill is necessarily dead. So it's, as of right now, it's not dead. It's going to go through one more committee hearing in the Appropriations Committee, and that's going to be on what's called a marathon bill day or bill marathon day, whatever it is. There's so much to take into this that I've been learning and I'm trying to pass on to you. So I believe it's called marathon day. And what they do on that day is they're going to delegate or have one day where they're going to go through hundreds of bills. They're going to say yay or nay. They're going to leave it in suspense or pass the bill onto the Senate floor for a vote. This committee meeting for the marathon bill session happens twice a year. Last year, this time of year, it happened on May 12th. This is what gave me a little bit of hope was on May 12th of last year, the Appropriations Committee approved 80%, I believe it was 80% of the bills that were held in suspense. So they moved on to the Senate floor for a vote. That right there gave me a lot of hope. So I started researching, I'm like, how can we make a difference to get this bill out of the Appropriations Committee and onto the Senate floor for hopefully a full Senate vote? What I found out was we need to contact the chair and the vice chair of the Appropriations Committee. That's who is pretty much going to be the deciding factor on this bill. They're the ones that pretty much say yay or nay on these bills when it gets to marathon day. Now, I was kind of thinking, would you guys be willing to offer a smog exemption fee for your classic vehicles? So I bet they're worried about the revenue that they're going to lose in the state of California. I forget the number, but it's in one of the older older videos I made. So what if we offered, you know what, every car that qualifies as a classic car, can we pay a smog exemption fee, $8.25 or $10? That's the fee that they're gonna lose in revenue. So what if we offer to pay that? I know it's a tax, and I know nobody likes being taxed or anything, but what if that's the give and take? Would that be a good idea for you guys? Now, my very next video that I'm gonna post on this is gonna be a call to action. I'm gonna provide you guys the links to everything, to the vice chair and the chair of the Appropriations Committee, their Twitter, their Facebook, their email, their phone numbers. We need to contact them and let them know what this bill or how this bill affects you. Don't be rude, don't be mean, hit them up, send them pictures. So what I was thinking is, like, go on Twitter or Facebook, post pictures, tag them, let them know that these are the vehicles that they're worried about. Really, it's nothing. They don't get driven too much. These are classic cars that are on the road that won't be driven too much, and they're not already, and they're not going to continue to be. That's what we want exempt. We don't want to get all these gross polluters out there just a easy pass on smog. The majority of these vehicles are actually classic collector beautiful cars. So very soon, actually, if you look for a link in the description right now, there's going to be a link to my website. That's going to have all the information that you need. There's going to be some research on there that you could also do about the Appropriations Committee putting bills in suspension. It's going to explain some of that. It's also going to be an article from Cal Matters that just explains the process of a bill in suspense, and all of the contact information for the chair and vice chair of the Appropriations Committee is going to be in that link below. Go check out my website. Everything is on there. There's a ton of information about SB712 to help this thing get through the Appropriations Committee when it goes to Marathon Day. So you guys, get ready, get out there. Like I said, last year this time of year, it was May 12th that it went to the Appropriations Committee held that Marathon Day. I don't know, I can't find information on when the Marathon Day is going to be coming up, but May 12th is right around the corner. So get out there, you guys. We need to tag these Senate representatives. We need to let them know what this is going to do or how it's going to affect us, how it can make our life easier. Like I said, maybe we could do a give and take and do a smog exemption fee for these vehicles if they're worried about the revenue loss. But get out there, you guys. Let's try to get this thing going. Get these classic cars, keep them on the road, keep them beautiful, and just make it easier for everybody. If this video helped you out, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Especially share this video. We need to get this ball rolling. We need to get people contacting these representatives right now. Stay tuned. Very, very soon, if not already, when this video is out, there's going to be a video on a call to action that is going to explain a little bit better what we need to do in that video. I appreciate you guys watching, every single one of you guys. Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies, and I will see you guys on the next hopefully helpful video.